Hello and welcome. I see this black thing. That's my cat. She's just playing here on my desk. Her name is Rayleigh. She's actually playing with what we're going to be working with today. Look, here's her tail. We're going to be working on the most important thing that you need to know for the math test. Okay, sometimes the math test can be a little bit tricky, or maybe you're taking your test and you just want to get a better score, a boost in your score, or maybe you find that sometimes when you're taking your math test you just don't have enough time. That's something that happens to a lot of people. They run out of time because the math test is a little bit tricky. Now, if you're taking the HiSET, you get the calculator the entire time for the whole, I think it's like an hour. If you're taking the GED, on the other hand, it's broken into two parts. The first part, you do not get a calculator, and the second half, you do. So I really want to make sure that you work on this technique, the most important thing that you've got to know for the math test. And friends, I think that you know what it is. Put in the comment and guess. What is the most important thing that you need to know for the math test? So comment below and tell me, what do you think you have got to know for the math test? Is it geometry? Is it algebra? Is it addition? Is it subtraction? No, friends, it is none of those. It is multiplication. You've got to know your multiplication. So we're going to practice, and I've got a couple of things on my sleeve that we're going to work on here together. And I'm just so thankful that you are here. So what I want you to do is comment down below and tell me, where are you watching this video from? We have people from around the United States, from around the world, but where are you from? Type in the chat and let me know. This is going to be a very interactive YouTube live session, so I really want to make sure that you're commenting and that you're going to be interacting with me. It would definitely help me out. Oh, we've got someone here, Sequanda from Detroit. Welcome. I'm so thankful that you are here. Okay, so I have here flashcards. Have you ever used flashcards? Oh, we've got someone, 7A. I don't know if 7A. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. From Missouri. Oh, fantastic. Welcome. Welcome. So glad you're here. Okay, so I've got flashcards, and these flashcards, I made these a while ago. And so I have them color coded based on whatever you're working on. So like here, if you're working on the eights, we've got them in the all the eights here are in blue, and I've got the nines in yellows, the, I guess, 11s in cream, the 10s in purple. I mean, so they're all just based on whatever color we have. And flashcards are really an important way to do it, okay? Another thing, so I actually just bought this little kit, and I have these all kind of organized by numbers, but also kind of just a mess. So this, oh dear, I just dropped it on the floor. This is a kit here that you, let me try and get back on my chair. This is a kit. It's multiplication, all facts through 12, okay? And I want to remind you that knowing your multiplication facts through 12 is really what is going to be key. Do you need to know more than 12? I don't think so. Like, if you're talking to another math teacher, they might be like, yes, you need to know more than 12. But I mean, we have this beautiful thing, right? This beautiful invention called the calculator. So I think if you know up to your 12s, I think that is going to be sufficient. So that's what we're going to be working on here today. Then there's also an app on your phone. You can see all sorts of different apps. I have one right here. It's just called flashcards. I have an Apple, and so it's multiplication flashcards. So if you look on your phone for multiplication flashcards, there are lots of them. So my students use ones for Android, and then this is, like I said, an Apple one, and I really like it. It's something that I've been working with my students on every day. And I kid you not, their multiplication skills have really, really improved. So I want to show you a little bit with mine if we can make it so that my light doesn't get it. So this is a free app that I have. And so here we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. But we're focusing on multiplication because that's what a lot of my students struggle with. So my guess is that you struggle with multiplication too. I want you to be able to know your 12s just right off the bat, okay? So with this one, here I can do just flashcards. And so if you need to practice your flashcards, you can. I always like to go 0 through 6 and then 7 through 12 because those are the ones you need to know. The other ones like 13 through 20, you don't need to know that. And then all the other ones are paid for and we're not going to pay. All right, so then I just go through. And so like if I know my 0 times 2 is 0, right? So then I can just tap on it and it's 0. And then if I already know it, like 12 times 4, I know is 48. I can just swipe over 81. But if I need to review, I just flip it. And it's a really good chance. You just have to practice, 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 practice. And another feature I really like, I'm going to go back, and different apps have these, is this here is going to be a timer. So I like to keep track of how many I can do in a minute. So maybe I will practice today. And then in my classes, we meet Monday through Thursday. And so we practiced all week. And if they've made improvements, then they get a prize, right? So it's just a small prize, like a sticker, a candy, or a small bag of chips. But the more that they practice, the better they will do. Okay. So this is really good to sort of time yourself. Okay. And the reason it's important to practice is because if you continue to practice your multiplication, then if you're taking the GED, then you don't have to like count on your fingers, or you don't have to do other things that are going to require you to take the time to do the multiplication when, or even type it on the calculator if you're taking the later half of the GED or the HiSET, right? You want to be able to just say it right away so that you can focus on the actual problem and not have to focus on what the multiplication is that goes with the problem. Okay, so let me take a look here at some of our, you just turned 18. Oh, Zay. Okay, Zay, you're 18. Congratulations. Welcome to the world of adults. And you're taking your last HiSET in math. You failed once, 2 points away. Oh, so close. Keep practicing. You've got this. I believe in you. Okay, Beatrice says, algebra, geometry is a challenge for me. Absolutely. Knowing your multiplication is really going to help with your algebra and your geometry. It's just essential. And then young DK out says, good afternoon. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Okay, so we're going to do some multiplication. So I want you all to get ready, get your fingers ready because you're going to be typing. Okay, we're not going to do this where I just ask you all the questions and you're not interacting. So we're going to do some practice, okay? The sunshine just came in the window, and so now it's getting a little lighter in here. My video is definitely showing that. Okay, I've got all these flashcards. It's a huge bundle here. And like I said, I just got this. All right, so we're gonna practice. Let me mix these up as best as I can. So I'm gonna give you the number, and I want you to be the fastest person to type it in the chat. Are you ready? 6 times 9. 6 times 9. Type it in the chat. 6 times 9. Hopefully YouTube doesn't have too much of a lag. 6 times 9. Okay, 6 times 9 is 54. Yes. Oh, not quite 36, 54. Okay, with your 9s, I want you to stick your hands out. 6 times 9 is 54. So stick your hands out, and I want you to number your fingers, okay? So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I just did the 6th. So I'm going to put down my 6th finger. I'm doing this backwards compared to how I normally do it. We're gonna make it so it's how I normally do it, or else I'm gonna make mistakes. Okay, so here I have my numbers just like this, right? So I'm going to put down my 6th finger. So now I have over here, sorry, that's my 7th finger. I have I'm putting down my sixth finger. So I know that 9 times 6 is 54. Okay, let's do another one. Let's go 9 times 3. So I'm going to put down my third finger, and I have 2, 7. So 9 times 3 is 27. Okay, let's do another one. 9 times 9. Okay, I'm going to put down my ninth finger, and I have 81. 9 times 9 is 81. Let's do another one. 9 times 5. Put down my fifth finger, and I have 45. Okay, one more. 9 times 7 is 63. Okay, this, yes, give me some heart, show me some love, because this, you guys, like, this math trick is amazing. Like, oh my gosh. The only one that I want you to actually use your fingers on, all the other ones you have to memorize. Okay, you have to memorize them just like this. And even your 9s, it's helpful to have them memorized, okay? But 9s are actually the easiest because you can do that. All right, here we go. 6 times 10. What is 6 times 10? Type it in the chat. Quickly. 6 times 10. And we get 60. Yes. Oh, I love that. Okay. 6 times 5. 6 times 5. Type it in the chat. What is 6 times 5? So ideally, you're not going to be going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're just going to know 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 5 is 30. Say it in your head over and over and over. I love this. Look it in the chat. You guys are getting it. You're getting it. Okay, let's see here. 6 times 0. 6 times 0. Type it in the chat. And look at that, 0. We know that all numbers times 0 are just going to be 0, right? Good. Okay. 9 times 3. We just learned the 9 trick. What's 9 times 3? Type it in the chat. 9 times 3. 9 times 3. 27. Christina, hopefully you used your fingers, or else you just knew 9 times 3. Using your fingers is so helpful with those 9s. Okay. I've got some fun little things too. I'm looking for some specific ones, but I can't seem to find them. But I have some tricks on a couple of them. Okay, so let's say you have 7 times 7. Okay, type in the chat, 7 times 7. I can't find the card. I mean, I've got a whole bundle here. What is 7 times 7? So here's what you do. You say, you can say, Kevin and Devin stood in a line. 7 times 7 is 49. Or else you could say 7 and 7 stood in a line. No, because then you're like 7 and 7 is 49. So Kevin and Devin stood in a line. 7 times 7 is 49. Okay, we're going to take a quick break because we've done 5. So here's what I like to do. I like to have small celebrations. So when I am working through this, and maybe I'm just beginning to work on my multiplication, and I need to have small celebrations. So I have a bag of M&Ms, right? Type in the chat, what are your favorite kind of M&Ms? Like peanut, caramel, plain, pretzel, peanut butter. What are your favorite M&Ms? I bought these caramel M&Ms. Oh, Christina loves peanut M&Ms. I love them too. I like them more than the caramel. Okay, so what I might do is if I get 5 right in a row, then maybe I will grab an M&M and eat it, okay? Looks like we've got another Nisa Loveful peanut. Love it. Okay, so if you set goals, but maybe if you get 10 in a row, have an M&M, or if you get 20 in a row, have an M&M, or maybe a fruit snack or something else, or I like these. I like sparkling water. That's why I like to drink, not soda. And so I might be like, all right, 5 in a row. I'm gonna have a drink, right? Small little celebrations that are helping you as you work on it. And then as you start to master all of them, maybe you're using the app on your phone, right? Maybe once you get all of them, then you reward yourself with like an ice cream, like going out for an ice cream or something like that. And that's really, really helpful. Those small wins or a bigger win, because you'll be more motivated to really get it through. Okay, we're going to do a couple more. All right. I want to go 8 times 10. 8 times 10. Type it in the chat. What is 8 times 10? I'm looking for here. Here's the one I'm looking for. 8 times 10. Yes, 80, 80. We know all the numbers times 10, you just kind of multiply it, right? Okay. My cat is right here. Right on the desk. Oh, she's looking up at you guys. Her name is Rayleigh, and she's playing with the cards right now. Okay, 8 and 8. So 8 and 8 dropped on the floor. Pick it up. Now it's, what is it? 64. So say that with me. 8 and 8 dropped on the floor. Pick it up. Now it's 64. Yes, I love that. Okay, we are going to do 8 times 9. 8 times 9. We're going to do just a couple more. 8 times 9. 8 times 9, 72, right? Use your fingers. So put the 8th finger down, and I have 7 over here, and I have 2 over here. So 8 times 9 is 72. Okay, I don't have the card for this one, but I want you to go 7 times 8. That's always one of those tricky ones. People are like, oh, what's 7 times 8? I don't remember. 7 times 8? 7 times 8. Type it in the chat. 7 times 8. Okay, so what I like to think of is, if you're ever in music class or something when you're a kid, or if you're in a dance class, they're always like 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you like do the little move, right? So I always like, when I think about 7 times 8, I'm like 5, 6, 7, 8. So 7 times 8, 8 times 7 is 56. So that 5, 6, 7, 8 can be really helpful. All right, last one. What'll it be? 9 times 12. I know what you're thinking. I don't have enough fingers. Right? Okay. So when you're doing anything times 12, my suggestion is I like to think about, all right, what is 9 times 2? Right? 9 times 2. Oh, we can do our fingers on that, right? That's 18. And then what is 9 times 10? Right? I know it looks like a 1. What is 9 times 10? 90. So now I'm going to go 18 plus 90, which gives me 108. Okay, so close, 108. That's the trick in doing your 9s. But again, know your multiplication. It's so important. Buy flashcards like this if you want. I think that the Dollar Tree sells multiplication flashcards, so buy some of those. Or download a free app on your phone, right? Your phone has a lot of free apps for multiplication. But you have to promise me one thing. If you have kids, especially like maybe first, second, third grade, work with them on their multiplication. Make sure that they have it down pat. So first, second, third grade, maybe first grade is a little low. So your second, third, fourth grader, make sure that they have their multiplication down like that. Because if they have their multiplication down, the rest of their schooling as far as math goes will be so much easier. They won't have to be counting on their fingers. They won't have to be doing anything else. If they know their multiplication, they will do so much better. So do me a favor, work with your kids or your nieces and nephews or your neighbors on their multiplication because they've got to know it. It will help them so much in math. And then they'll be able to focus on the harder, more complex things without having to, what's the multiplication? All right, my friends, that is it. I wish you the best. And we're going to have another live next week. So I don't know if it'll be Tuesday or Wednesday, but definitely make sure that you join me. If you're on my email list, I will send out an email. I kind of have a little issues with the webcam and setting it up beforehand. So I hope that it works next week so I won't have to redo it like I did this week. But I wish you all just such a beautiful day and have a great afternoon or evening or morning, wherever you're located and wherever you're watching it. And I will see you next week live, or I'll catch you in one of my videos. All right. Peace, friends.